Hi guys, and welcome back to a new video. Today I'll be testing the Metro series on the GTX 1050 Ti and Core i3-6100. So the Metro series consists of Metro 2033 Redux, the Metro Last Light Redux, and Metro Exodus. So starting with Metro 2033 Redux, I'll show you two resolutions targeting 60 frames per second. First, I'll show you 900p with very high settings and tessellation is set to very high. And we sometimes drop to the high 50s when there are too much particles and effects on screen. Then at 1080p we will use very high settings and no tessellation to be over 60 frames per second. And I'll join you during Metro Last Light.
This is the Королев performance room. It's really close to tower. Silky. Oh my god.
Okay, Артем, let's move. You ready? Pull! А ну-ка! А ну-ка! Pull! А ну-ка! А ну-ка! Let's move out. And here it is, Артемушка. Ау.
Come in, Woodman. Come in. Over. You're coming through loud and clear. Over. We're at the tower. I repeat, we're at the tower. Did the group move out? Over. Well, that's affirmative. We've made contact. They should be in the vicinity of the tower now. Over. Roger. We'll contact you again when we're at the...
System to open the gate. Артем, check those crates for ammo and med packs. Ready, Артем? Follow me. Okay. Up we go. Seems like nobody's home. Before we hit the surface, put your gas mask on. Without it, it'll be like
We're almost there. This is the Королев performance room. It's really close to the tower. Silky. Here the...
Let's give it a pull. Okay, Артем, let's move. You ready? Pull! А ну-ка! Let's move out.
And here it is, Артемушка. Our goal.
Come in, Woodman. Come in. Over. You're coming through loud and clear. Over. Contact. They should be in the vicinity of the tower now. Over. Roger.
So Metro Last Light. Next is Metro Last Light Redux, and I'll show you 1080p and 900p. First I'll show you 900p with very high settings and no tessellation of Physics X, and we can be over 60 frames per second in the most demanding section. Then at 1080p with high settings but with tessellation on and Physics X off, we can be over 60 frames per second. I didn't use very high because it was a big performance impact from high to high. So I'll suggest using high for the best frame rate possible at 1080p. And I'll see you during Metro Exodus.
One down! Okay, made it past. Where do we go from here? Let's look for a passage through the plane. I've heard stories about this place. Weird shit happens here. Hey, try opening it. I'll give cover. Where do we go from here? Let's look for a passage through the plane.
So coming on to the last game of the video, which is Metro Exodus. This is the brand new game of the Metro series. In this game I'll show you two resolution 720p and 1080p. At 720p I'll show you ultra settings, and you can see that we are limited by the CPU most of the time. If you have a better CPU, you can be over 60 frames per second with ultra settings at 720p. Then I'll show you 1080p with low settings just to see how much frame rate we get, and you will see that we are limited by the CPU here also, and you will see that we get some frame rate spikes and frame time stutters when we reach the train's area or near NPCs. Then at last I'll show you 1080p using ultra settings, and the game will be capped to 30 frames per second, and you will see that we have a much better frame time and frame rate performance. So that's it for this video. Hope you enjoy. Keep watching. Don't forget to subscribe if you are new to the channel, and do like and share, and I'll see you in the next one.
A boat. You won't have to go swimming after all. The locals probably get around mainly by boats. Okay, Artyom, I'll climb up there while you take the boat to the church. I'll call you when I'm settled.
I see people at the church. None seem to be armed. We'd better try the open approach. Let's not fire first, okay?
Peace be upon ye, traveler! Our father, Silantius, has already started his sermon. Just enter the temple and see the light of truth. We are a peaceful people.
He is merciful, for he absolves those who reject the folly and temptation of electricity and other sinful lures of the enemy. And to those who falter, he grants salvation.
Froze anything off yet, darling? Here, let's warm you up a little bit. So, what do you think our chances of getting to Yamantau alive are? It's the only thing on my father's mind. How to earn his forgiveness, get back to Metro and his old life, the life you had always been running from. And to think, I never believed you. And now I'm looking at this fog, thinking it could actually be hiding our new life from us. By the way, we should be approaching the bridge soon. Damn it! A campfire! People! There are people there! Hit the brakes!
Shots fired! Four bogies on the building!
On the bridge, on the double.
Artyom, you should probably get to the bridge!
Are you alright, Artyom?
Damn! They pierced the cylinder! How bad is it? Can we move? No, it's stuck! Ah, shit!
Damn fuck. It's the only thing on my father's mind. How to earn his forgiveness, get back to Metro and his old life, the life you had always been running from. And to think, I never believed you. And now I'm looking at this fog, thinking it could actually be hiding our new life from us. By the way, we should be approaching the bridge soon. Damn it! A
Remember, most of the country has been destroyed or occupied. Even those who speak our language might be enemies, by conviction or out of fear. Got it?
Do you hear that bell? We must have given them a good scare. Maybe they served the enemy. Enslaved or something. Going down.
Ah, that was great.
Hey, what was that? Could you check it out? Ah, a boat. You won't have to go swimming after all. The locals probably get around mainly by boats. Okay, Artyom, I'll climb up there while you take the boat to the church. I'll call you when I'm settled.
Break a leg.
Peace be upon ye, traveler. Our father, Silanthius, has already started his sermon. Just enter the temple and see the light of truth. We are a peaceful lot, so let's...
For he absolves those who reject the folly and temptation of electricity and other sinful lures of the enemy. And to those who falter, he grants salvation.
You're all liars! You're all evils! You don't save anyone! They killed my friends and my...